A bishop openly admits he knows the rule, agrees it exists, and still won't enforce it. That's exactly what just happened in Germany, and it's raising serious questions about who actually holds authority in the Catholic Church today. Let's break down what happened. Bishop Peter Kohlgraf, who leads the diocese of Mainz in Germany, was recently asked about a Vatican decision. German bishops had asked Rome for special permission to let laypeople, meaning non-ordained men and women, deliver homilies during Mass. Cardinal Arthur Roche, who heads the Vatican's Office for Divine Worship, responded clearly in a letter dated June 17th. He confirmed that preaching during Mass is reserved only for priests and deacons. This isn't a new rule. It reflects long-standing church teaching and canon law. Bishop Kohlgraf acknowledged this. He confirmed that, officially, the Diocese of Mainz follows the Church's directive that laypeople should not preach during Mass. He even said clearly that he personally cannot grant permission for a laywoman, even one trained theologically, to deliver a homily, because canon law simply doesn't allow it. But here's where it gets complicated. Kohlgraf also admitted that in practice, lay preaching happens anyway in some parishes within his diocese, and despite knowing this goes against the Vatican's clear instruction, he stated plainly that he will not impose any disciplinary action or canonical sanctions if it continues. He also raised concerns about parishioners who report these liturgical practices directly to Rome or to the Vatican's representative, describing this as something close to denunciation. Some Catholics might see this concern differently. Faithful Catholics who care about following church law aren't acting out of malice when they raise concerns. They're often simply asking that the Church's own rules be respected and applied consistently. This situation highlights a bigger tension happening across parts of the Church right now. On one side, there are Catholics, often more traditional-minded, who believe that clear rules from Rome exist for good reason, preserving the sacredness of the Mass and maintaining the distinct roles established by the Church for centuries. Faithful adherence to these norms, they argue, isn't rigidity. It's respect for the structure Christ gave his Church through the priesthood. On the other side, some bishops and pastoral leaders feel local pastoral needs sometimes call for flexibility, even when that means quietly setting aside official church directives. What makes this story significant is not just the disagreement itself, but the fact that a bishop is openly stating on the record that he won't enforce a Vatican ruling he personally acknowledges is valid and binding. That raises an important question for the whole Church. If individual bishops can simply choose not to apply Rome's decisions, what does that mean for unity and consistency in how the Mass is celebrated worldwide? Many faithful Catholics who value tradition would say this is exactly the kind of drift that concerns them. Small exceptions becoming normal practice until the original rule quietly fades away in daily parish life, even while officially remaining unchanged. So, here's a question worth sitting with. Should individual bishops have the flexibility to overlook Vatican directives for pastoral reasons? Or does the strength of the Church depend on bishops upholding these norms consistently, no matter the local pressure? Share your honest thoughts below. This is a conversation that touches the heart of how authority and tradition work together in the Catholic Church.